Good evening, everyone. Lovely to be back here with you again. And to do another link between spirit world and us here on the earth plane. It's something that if you stop to think for a moment, what it's like. Pardon me, I haven't. That's it. I hadn't the phone on silent. Just imagine what it'd be like for us when we move over to spirit. It's going to be one great time. We'll have a great party. Hi, Donna. Lovely to see you, and you're very welcome. And Brolic as well. I'm good. I'm a bit flustered at the minute because I'm in the middle of moving house, so energy's all over the place. Pamela, lovely to see you too. We'll see what happens, Brolic, when the energy starts to roll, because what happens, because I suppose one of my backgrounds would be in numerology, and names come out of the screen. They get more prominent wherever spirit wants to take me. So hello there, Facebook user. We need to get you through StreamYard if you follow Veronica's instructions. Hi, Leslie. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. It would be lovely if we had seen your name, but I understand if that's not okay. But yeah, so we'll just see where it's going to take us in the next moment or two. Sharon, please, can I link with you, Sharon? How are you? And lovely to see you here. And I love your little rose and your little pink posy as well. And I feel that pink is very much what's jumping out at me here, because it's about love. Pink is always associated with our heart, isn't it? And love that is unconditional. It's something that's so pure, and it's one of those situations where spirit world can link so easily with us. And as I say that, I have a lady, I have a gentleman, and I have a younger person. I have three coming in around you, Sharon. I feel that this lady and gentleman is grandma and grandpa, and I feel the young person is someone that's was very close to you here in the earth plane. I feel that the energy I'm getting there is it's difficult to speak now. Who am I with? Which am I with? Okay, I'm with the gentleman here, the older gentleman. Difficulty to speak towards the end. It's as if he had a stroke or something of a similar nature, because I'm getting a lot of congestion up around the chest area. And when I get that, it just gives me that feeling and knowing that that's what was influencing him when he went to spirit. Okay, you would understand the lady would be quite much shorter than the gentleman, and I feel too, as I'm linking with them, that they were very close in their communication, in their relationship would be better to say, very close, that they actually lived a life that when okay, I feel the gentleman passed first, and I feel too that as I'm saying that it wasn't that long afterwards that your grandma passed. Now, you can just let me know if you can take that with a yes, no, don't know. Lovely, thanks, Sharon. I feel too that there has to be that thing of not being able to talk towards the end, because I'm really filling up here, very, very emotional. I've been not able to say. what I want to say. Not able to thank. Not able to thank. That's something that it's like I want to be able to say more and let you all know. I didn't feel it was 10 years, Sharon, to be honest, but that's the way it's my misinterpretation. I just felt that she was lost after he was gone, if that makes sense to you. Because she tells me that she would always refer to we rather than I after he passed. And I feel that was very significant. I feel too that they're looking after a family, quite a large family in spirit. And I feel that within that, as I'm saying, a large family, and I'm seeing 6 around a table. So there had to be significant 6 around them, either 6 children, 4 children and parents, but I feel 6 is significant. Yeah, I just got that emptiness. That's what I'm feeling, Sharon, after your granddad passed. If you say an Irish family, yeah, 6 is probably a small family in relation to an Irish family. And I won't tell any secrets on myself. But yeah, I'm just here, and there's a memory coming back of a swing, of an old wooden makeshift swing. It wouldn't have been the one you'd sit into and be protected. It would be something that was made something that was just ropes and a board, that type of swing. And I feel too that there was many's a slip on that and many's a bump, but I'm just getting that memory there. And it was what I'm seeing it okay, and I feel there's someone pushing me right up in the air, where I'd have heart failure, I suppose, if it was one of my kids looking at it. But at those times, we didn't. We all did. We all did that, swinging high in the air and being very happy and enjoying it, the memory. And I'm sure that's one of the memories as you look back, that you really know the love that's there, because I'm with you. I just want to put my arms around you. I want to do that because at the moment you've had a tough 4 months, they're saying to me. A tough 4 months. And they're aware of that. They're aware of how difficult it has been for you. And I feel that as I say that, it's something that has, it's like there's a separation. There's a splitting of the pathways. And I feel that that's something that has hurt you deeply. And one of the things they're doing here at the moment is coming and giving you that support, encouragement, and they really are here with you. And if you think in the morning time, when you're waking up and you hear the dawn chorus singing, they're singing your song. They're singing that song for you to see beyond. To see beyond. And you know, nature has a great way of getting through, telling you that you have strength, and that strength is a way beyond what you would feel, what you think you have. And when you start doubting yourself, that's the time that you find that there is the strength, because you have to go inward for it. You have to go in. And there's roses. You had a rose on your name there. I feel that rose is important, because I always think roses are the most beautiful flowers. I love roses. If you want to get me something, I just say to my kids, get me roses because I just love them. They're a beautiful flower, but remember there's thorns on the stem. So that flower has to dig deep to get the energy and to come up in bloom. So the rose is about, this is what you will achieve. You'll achieve that beautiful, beautiful energy when you dig deep within. Everything is being looked after. Spirit world, you have, would you understand, pardon, would you understand this young man? Because he's coming in here with a book and he has been standing there quiet. And I feel he is linked to you either as a brother or an uncle, because he's coming in with this book and he's opening it up here in front of me. And as he opens it up, there's nothing written on it. It's blank pages that I'm seeing. But the feeling I'm getting from it, even though he's not telling me, but the feeling I'm getting from it is that it's about you looking after yourself and making sure that you're able to put it into words. Because I feel there's a loss of being able to express how you feel at the moment. And there's the name David. I'm getting the name David and also Robert. I'm feeling that's the names that's coming in around this young man. Okay, I feel that this book is significant at the moment. And it is about being aware that you have your life story to write. You have so much wisdom there. Just feel it. And just write in books there's so many different concepts that comes within books from the spirit world. But just be aware that, number one, you don't always have to have words in front of you to read. They go along and be in the present and how you feel, how you are. It's your story. It's not someone else's story. I feel just at the moment, that's what you need to do. I'm not giving you work to do now, so don't worry. I'm not coming back next week and saying to you, have you that book written, Sharon? So don't worry, I'm not going to come down like that. But I just feel it's important for you at the moment to think in terms of what it is you feel. Okay, I'll leave you with their love. The young man he's still stayed there in the background and has stayed. So maybe some homework on that aspect. Maybe some homework and something will come up in conversation. I really do feel, because he's been very quiet, but that's something to come in just with the book. So I'll leave you with their love and thank you for working with me, and know that you feel that love wrapping around your shoulders and helping you through it. Okay, bless you. Okay. So, Barbara, can I please work with you? Okay, hi, Barbara. Lovely just to connect with you here. I have a gentleman that, quite forthright gentleman, stands tall and is there. I'd sit slouched. That would be my general posture when I'm sitting. But as I was doing that, no, I had to put my shoulders back. So this man, he would be quite upright. I feel with him, he would be quite loud as he spoke. So you'd have that kind of boomer voice. He would be a man who would, I feel he is a granddad because he's sitting in a chair. And we have the old style fireplace. We have the old lit fireplace. And he's here. But there would be a memory with him going back in time of smoking a pipe. And I feel that as he's there smoking the pipe, he would be very chilled out. He wouldn't have that boomer voice, but he'd be chilled out when he'd be smoking the pipe. Can you understand this gentleman, Barbara? Because I'm here. He would have been a manual worker. He would have worked hard in his lifetime, very hard, ethos about work. And I feel that that was something that he literally ingrained into his children, that they had to work. And what he's shown me is he's shown me 2 grandchildren. And I feel that as I'm with them, I want to be, okay, I want to express, okay, I said about throwing my shoulders back. I feel as if there was a cancerous condition that actually affected his lungs. Okay, I'm saying his lungs, but I feel it was more than his lungs. I feel his body he had cancer in a good few areas of the body. 2 of his grandchildren are in spirit, right? Because he said he just put up 2 grandchildren and said grandchildren. I feel with him as well. He would love sharing. He would love to have people listen to his old tales. That's the easiest way of saying it, because he would love talking about the old times. You understand, this gentleman connected with railways. Funny, I had someone with railways the other night too. This gentleman, he's talking about railways, and I feel that there was some connection. Either he loved the old railways, or he had someone very close to him, because he seems to love talking about the railways. So it's there's also, he's shown me a church close by, and the bells of the church ringing. So there has to be that in his area where he would hear Bill railways in the west of Ireland, right? That's why he keeps saying it. It wasn't just going on a train trip. Yeah, unfortunately, most of the railways in the west of Ireland are gone now. That's the unfortunate thing about them. I want to be, there's where his real strength comes in, because when, as I say, he just has that energy, that strong energy. I feel with him as well that there was a passing, and I'm not feeling it's his, but there's a significance of a passing with someone who was 50. So I feel, he's not saying it is his, but I feel it was someone close to him, because I feel that was the age that had an impact on him. I feel too with him, I know you said about Ireland, but there would be an Irish wake for someone. And for anyone who doesn't know what an Irish wake is, it would be where someone emigrated. And because back in the times where they weren't expected to come back because they've travelled a distance, and they would have this, what they called an Irish wake, a big party, a farewell party, before the person would emigrate. And he's talking about that. So there's something very significant around that with him. And I feel it's the person that emigrated, that passed around that age. I'm just getting all that together. So I feel there's a connection with that. I feel too with him that when, he's a light-hearted. He says, I've all the sense of humour back. There's some connection to a joke or something funny that happened. Lovely. Thanks, Barbara, his brother. Yeah, because I just felt that connection there with him. But there had to be something that happened. No, it wasn't funny at the time, but it always makes the story, especially with us Irish, it makes the story. There was a slip or something at the burial. There was something that happened at a burial that someone slipped, and I won't go into any more of that. But pardon me, it was significant to make him speak about it. Pardon me, I had to go on the gin, just in case anyone takes me to be serious. Now I hope. But okay. As I say, it just he's laughing about that, and he's having the last laugh on that one, because he just says, "No, you know, everything happens for a bit of fun and to create a story." Okay, there is someone you're worried about in the family, health-wise. You're worried about them, and I feel it is a younger person. And I feel too that as I'm linking with him, he would have had that inner hidden ability to worry. That he would worry, and he would always pretend he wouldn't worry. And he says, you do the exact same. You pretend that everything's okay. With this situation, he said, just hand over and trust, which is very difficult to do. I know that. And I know, especially when it's a young person, you always tend to worry. And his attitude, he's saying to you that, you know, there's, okay, he's coming out with some of the old, there's no point in worrying until worry worries you. Because if you worry, it'll definitely worry you. So he's saying, just hand over and trust, because we all have our journeys, and sometimes it is to go through challenges, let it be mental, physical, it doesn't matter, spiritual challenges, we all have them, and that's how we grow deeper and stronger in our spirit. But he's just saying, it's okay. They're looking about it from the spirit side of life. And with that, he is handing you the beautiful daffodils. That is a lovely symbol coming over from the spirit world. Because yellow is about openings, new beginnings that comes into play with trust. So just feel that energy, feel that yellow energy that's coming in. And that will help you. That will help you to not worry. There's also an older person that you're worried about as well. So a lot of your energy has been used in worry, and use is the wrong word. I suppose I'm saying more, but it's been zapped in that's lovely. Our energy has been zapped into worry. So just relax. Those daffodils, I don't know whether you have flowers around you or daffodils around you, but if you haven't, it is worth getting a few and having them on your table, and just being aware of spirit when you're looking at them, and aware of that energy, because it is so beautiful. New beginnings. And the daffodils, I don't know if you know about chakras, but the daffodils colours, the yellow, our solar plexus energy vibrates on the colour yellow, and that is about the new beginnings. So I'll leave you with his love, and many others that's around you as well from the spirit world. Yeah, they are indeed, Barbara. I'll take care and just have that, just bathe yourself in that beautiful yellow colour. Bless you, and thank you for working with me. Okay. Jane Ann, please. I have been drawn to you, Jane Ann, and yes, just let me stay with you a moment. Right. It's a lady that's here with you. The lady is quite chatty. Lovely. She'd be around the 70s like myself. She would have white hair like my, but it would have, and she says, I didn't like my hair long, but I'm feeling it is long. That's the way she's coming in there with that. I feel too with her, she would have problems with her feet, because as I'm with her here, she's making me feel her feet is causing her trouble and discomfort. I feel too that she has to be, towards the end, she has to have a walking aid of some description, because I feel the pressure going outwards. I feel too with her, I feel that she had a hard life. She had a hard life. She looked after her relatives. And I feel that's just more than her parents. Can you understand this, Jane Ann? Because there's part of that started to drift on me, and I'm just not 100% sure I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. So the part of the energy is kind of drifting. Can you understand? Grand, yeah. Oh, pardon me. Frog in my throat. Yeah, with this lady now, I know, all right, she looked after more than what would be her, what would be the norm, and that's part of it. But you understand her feet giving her a lot of trouble, because I really feel as if her feet is swollen, her skin is literally causing her a lot of discomfort towards the end. And I feel, bless her, she would have, she would like to kind of hold everything back and not complain, because I just feel, and she can't, right. Yeah, I just feel her skin was quite a problem, all right. I feel too with her that she was very quiet towards the end. I feel, and I'm not just talking about in the weeks prior to her passing, I feel that she had, over the years of, with his 70 plus, I feel her life changed, because she just literally, I suppose the easiest way of saying it was, her energy just wasn't what it was before, even though she's a quiet lady. But she always and ever, she had a smile for everyone, and everyone came in and had a cuppa and a biscuit, and that was all she, once she was able to do that, she didn't care about anything else. I feel as I'm with her, I'm seeing a photograph of her. Okay, something I just want to check with you, because this is where I'm being taken back to it. You would understand her having white hair, not grey hair, but white hair, because that's the difference. I'm seeing a photo of her, and there's the lady in the photo has snow white hair. She also, she's 3 children around her. I feel in this photo that's there. There's a significance too about a clock, like a mantle clock. All right. Can you understand the significance about a mantle clock? Because as I was looking at the photo, there was I seen one of the old style, lovely. But I see one of the old style mantle clocks, the one that would have to be in days gone by, where you had to wind it with a key. And it would make the loud noise at the hour and quarter every 15 minutes. Yeah, and just getting lovely, because I'm just finding, I'm just hearing that sound, and I feel it was one of the things that was home. Yeah, she just had that feeling that I'm at home, and she loved her home. She absolutely loved. You would understand her. You would understand she's talking about that was her home for her lifetime, and she's talking about 2 moves, and I feel that she wasn't like I've moved. I don't know, many times. I'm a master at it now, but she didn't move. She didn't move house anyway frequently. I feel going back in time there was a move, but I just feel that this is where the clock came in. That was the feeling for her of home, and I want to have that sense of as I'm with her there now. She's saying that at the end she had to let go of that. So I feel that she was in, and I'm not seeing a nursing home, but I feel there was a move towards the end of her life, if that makes sense to you. Because it was just that ache that was there. And as I say, I don't feel it was a nursing home because I'm not seeing the trappings of a nursing home. But I could be wrong in that now. But yeah, home was her. Home was her. She's given me the name Catherine, and I also have the name of Anne. Okay, bless her. I just want to say to you that she has her way of coming in around you. Now, she won't declare she's a medium, but she definitely is working from the far side on her mediumship abilities to get her point across, if that makes sense. I know it's a roundabout way of saying it, but she and her mum was Anne. Okay, sorry, I'm tuned away from what I'm seeing in front of me when I'm actually linking with a communicator. I feel for as I'm with her that she wants to say lovely. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. She wants you to know, all right, but you do know that she is around you. She is around you, and you're aware of it too. There's someone in the family is going through a change. It's like there's a house move or a lot of change going on in their home, and I feel that she needs to just allow them to feel her energy around them too, if that makes sense to you. It's just something that they're very happy. The family in spirit. It's like it's just like there's a lot of stress around it. And if you could pass on that she's there with them and will help in whatever way they can do, but yet they always have to open up your heart and mind to receive that help. Because if you don't open up your heart, you're not aware of the help coming in. And there's also, what is it about books tonight? This is the second book that's after coming in. Okay. There's a book after coming in. It's like a Bible now, because it's well worn, this book. As I look at it, it's you know, the way the leaves, the edge of especially a Bible, it can be gold kind of edging on it, and it looks well worn, and it's you would understand, and it's still here. It's still, someone has it still, so it has to be significant when she's bringing it in like that. Yeah. Well, there's someone in Ah, lovely. Lovely. Yeah. Just shows you something as simple as that, that she's here with you, and she really wants to come across there at the moment that she has that strength in her that was always in her, not to remember her as she was at the end, because that was just the transition from separating from the physical, really, and going really. I always feel when someone is in the transition period, and that can go on for years, their wisdom is just phenomenal when it comes to that stage in life. So you've done some research on family history, and it's not unusual to find elements of mediumship within the family, where people had more often than not, and back in time it wasn't that open because people couldn't afford to say that they communicated with spirit. But you will find within that, you will find that there is a lot of mediumship abilities. She's given me the month of June, and she's also given me December as being significant. 2 months, and I feel they are okay. I feel a birthday. Okay, I feel a birthday in June, and in December is a passing. So I'll leave you with her love, and just remember that. Okay, she wants to say something else. There's something about. Okay. There must have been a passing too in just. Who is it that is looking at buying a house? There's some legal papers. There's legalities, and someone signing on the dotted line, as the saying goes. And it's that she's aware of the anxiety, and I feel that goes back to what was coming in earlier on. And she's saying that that's something that it's more or less, when you go to sign on the dotted line, you often think down the line 10, 20 years, and forget that, it's how things are in the moment you judge by. Okay. And your daughter, just tell your daughter that it's okay to have that bit of anxiety. It's not a problem. It's part of living. And I feel your nan is there with you with her in the anxiety associated around that, to help relieve it. Okay. Thank you for working with me. Bless you for being here. Okay. Okay. Okay, Denise, I only got a bit of your message there. Can we work together for a moment, please? How are you, Denise? Okay. You hear the drum rolling. There's something about your family. Does someone play the drums? Does someone play music at a level that we'll say in a band, or a band? There has to be so, because as I said your name, all of a sudden I could hear the drum roll. So I don't know either that or that related to get you here the drum roll was quite significant. I have behind that now, I have a gentleman, and the gentleman passed with a heart condition. That's the first thing he's telling me. And I feel with him that it was a sudden, it was unexpected. It was an unexpected passing. He feels that he was ill for a little while, but didn't say anything about it, and he got a heart attack, but then got another heart attack. That's what I'm being impressed. So, do you understand this, gentleman? I feel with him that, as I say, there has to be something around him or you about a band, because I'm still hearing the band roll. I don't know whether you can understand that. Your nephew, he has to be quite good, because there's definitely it's symbolic of what is, the energy that's coming through, because the link may be linked with him as well. I feel you would understand the heart condition, because I say it's a condition, but he would have went. No band but could be him. He was funny. Yeah, but I'm hearing the band. I'm hearing it. It's not going away on me. Let's see. Anyway, you would have to understand as well the heart condition. I say it that way. And yet, and all, it was just at the end that it started to play up. I feel too, this gentleman would have worn a uniform at some stage, and he was in the services, and I'm looking at him that he had a heart transplant. Okay. Yeah, he probably would have been feeling okay. I didn't get the earlier heart condition, but maybe that's why there's two hearts. Yeah. Okay. So it's not like a telephone call. It's not. It's all kind of, it's mental mediumship for a reason, because we have to interpret it through our perspective. But there was two heart attacks he showed me, and I'll stay with that, because that was probably my misinterpretation. I feel with him that yes, he would be fun. Yes, he would have. Tell you what he's shown me there, and it makes sense to you. Tying shoelaces together, and people getting up. It must be a prank he would play with kids, or I don't know. But he showed me tying shoelaces together, and people then getting up to walk. It was the old fun times. I feel too. I'm looking at a family of 4, and I feel with the family of 4, there's one passed to spirit, and I feeling that that was a young passing. Okay. I also feel that I want to see where I'm working I'm working manually, but if you would understand working manually, yet and all doing the admin side of it, it's like he would be working on a building site, but he wouldn't be actually doing the work. They were part of the family of 4, okay, but he would work with the plans, that type of thing. He just wasn't the tradesman on the job. He would be doing the foremanship, that type of thing. I feel too with him that one of the big things for him would be his pastime, which would be putting the couple of quid on the horse. And okay, he says anything with 4 legs, but I feel it was the horses was his, because he would look at the race cards, and that's what I'm seeing him looking at. I also feel that he was connected in some way to racing. Either he would just love going to the races, but there's some connection with him with the racing, if that makes sense to you. I want to be as well. I want to be a very caring man, because as I'm with him, he actually he looked after. He took care of someone. He took care of a family member, and I mean caring as a nursing care. There is there was something written about him. He's shown me. It's not an obituary. It's like an article that is there written about him. Now, this man would be a lot older, Denise. Now, this man would be, sorry, I didn't say it in the beginning. This would be an older, much older man, because I'm feeling with him. I'm feeling life behind him. And as I say, all right, the joking about tying the shoelaces, but I actually feel he's a lot older, in his 60s, 70s. Does that and as I say, there's the band, there's a uniform, there is someone that connected to him that would actually have played. I don't know if I'm still with you. If there is anyone else that can understand that okay. There's also, could be your granddad, right? It would definitely be older than 27, let's be honest now. I feel with, okay, if it's your granddad, you would need to also have the heart condition associated with him. And you would need to be in terms of okay, the work situation. The work situation is important. As I say, he was like a foreman on a site or in a factory situation. There was that energy with him. I also want to be talking about the month of March being significant to him. There's so many, and he loved music. Okay, well, he must have played very loud music, because I can hear it banging in my head there for a good while. I'll see with him he's talking about a wedding that's coming up in the family, and that he's going to be there, and he would be there with his. He would be a typical age group where there's a little bit of everything that he actually enjoyed. Okay. Yeah, he would like his drink. He would like his cigs. He would like his they're going to the races, or not necessarily going to the bookies. So it's all of that pulled together that this man loved in his social side. So that has to be part of his energy. There is okay. There's two kids now, two grandchildren, where you would understand them doing really well in academically, because they're showing the wouldn't be certificates, but showing the awards in hanging in pictures. So they had to have achieved well in academic side of studies. And I feel too that as I'm here with you, he's saying that you're working with books, you're working with doing a study of different nature, not the old academic approach, more like self-awareness. Self-awareness would be one way of putting it, but yeah, for your own self-worth, doing books. It's a book night tonight by all signs of it. I feel too with, as he's here with me, you're very artistic with your hands. You're using your hands for your artistic flair, but your mind is very active within the artistic flair. And he's saying you don't value that because you see it as something that you just do. Other people has more value on it. Say March was significant, but I also can go to later. I can go to March, September, and October. He's given me them months. Okay. Yeah. He's looking at you doing all sorts of crafts. Continue doing them because you know yourself how you can escape life when you're working on your crafts. It's a great escape route, and things feel a lot better when you come back into awareness, but after spending an hour or so doing your crafts. There is, he's talking about doctor's appointments, and he says don't miss them because you tend to leave them out tomorrow. No, just keep your doctor's appointments, and let things just be gradual, and work with whatever you need to work with outside of your body, because that's simply we need medicine along the way. Okay, I'll leave you with his love, and thank you for working with me. Try to get 2 in between this and finishing. Kelly, how could I pass you, Kelly, with the butterflies? Butterflies all over, lovely, and the daisies and the whole lot. Butterflies are my favorite because butterflies is transformation, the metamorphosis of the butterfly from the pupa into that beautiful, beautiful insect. I'm with you, and I'm with a lady who would literally, she has to be your nana, because she would be. I'm feeling a jump down in lineage, and I feel with her, she would have instilled in you Mother Nature. You would have spent time with her as a child. I feel too with her that she would have you playing with the simple things, catching the butterflies in your palm of your hands. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel with her that she would have you doing the daisy chains, and she would have you doing the flowers in your hair. All of the real connection with Mother Nature and Mother Earth, what their gifts that she gives us. I feel with this lady, I feel a cancerous condition, and I feel the cancerous condition was quite extensive. And I feel with her that I'm not feeling, she wasn't, she would have been, I feel in her 60s, I feel she didn't live a long life, but you would understand her being in, having been ill for some time, and then going into remission and falling ill again. I feel too with her that there are so many, there's a large family, large connection. I feel the large connection goes back. There's a great, you have a great family of linking in the past, linking in with family in the past. I don't mean with things in the past, that you have connections with cousins at a distance. And I feel, as I say, at a distance, I feel you're talking about being family all over, family in America, and feel there's quite a distance, widespread family. And I feel too with this lady that she loved having the letters coming to her. I love, she's just looking at letters and cards. Can you understand this, Kelly? I'm with this lady, and I'm getting I'm getting the name Sissy around her. So I can't remember the name that Sissy is an abbreviation of, but I'm getting that in or around this lady. Your sister. This lady would need to be now. She'd be in or around her 60s. If that makes sense to you, as your sister. Okay, neither none. I'm looking at her. I describe her because sometimes how they come through is what they feel. This lady would be about 5'4", thereabouts, 5'3", 5'4". She would have had grey hair, but her hair would have been. It was what we would say wiry. It wouldn't sit. It wouldn't sit neat. And I feel too with her that she would have had cheeks like mine now, rosy cheeks, high colour. Oh, so it still relates to your sister. Okay. Excuse me for as I say, it's always how we pick things up. Is through our mind. I feel you would understand a caring. How would I put it? There's a word we would use often. Right. Vivacious. In other words, someone who would be out there, fun, laughter, great fun to be with for a night out. That type of personality, because that's what I'm getting. I also feel with her, there has to be that large family connection, because it just literally is sitting out here in front of me in expanse, water, distance. And I feel too that when we have spirit coming through, they're able to link in to family no matter what part of the world the family's in, and spirit can link through to them. And at this present moment in time, there is someone. Okay, I'm seeing North America, so it can be the States or Canada, and I'm seeing healing energy going towards there. So they're working with sending healing energy for someone that is over stateside or in Canada. I feel too that when you would understand that the cancerous condition, because as I'm there, as I'm there with her, she shows me that there's a difficulty. Okay, that's if you're in contact with them, just let them know that your sister is looking after, is connecting with them. It would be for your sister. She would have had beautiful gloves, because it was something that she liked, was having nice gloves. She was also a lady that loved her hands. That's what it's part of the glove thing. But she loved her hands, cream in her hands, giving that nurturing feeling to her hands as she worked hard. And I also feel with her, I'm getting her working with people. She had, as I said earlier, she had that vivacious character. she would be out there. She would be great working with people. And that's something that she enjoyed. She really enjoyed, because she had that energy that she could communicate and feel that energy is there with her, smiling. Because as she smiled, she's showing me dimples, her lovely dimples. There would be, okay, I'm feeling headaches. I'm getting the sense of quite heavy headaches that she suffered from. And I also feel that as I'm with her here at the minute, she wants to talk about having time to step back. The feeling that there's a lot going on for you, Kelly, and it's about having time taking time to step back, because she says sometimes you just have to do that. There are times when it doesn't be, you can use your energy, and it's better to hold on to it for you. February is a significant month, I feel, for many occasions, for birthdays and for passings. And as I'm linking there with her, she's talking about, okay, there was a big birthday before her passing. There was one of the Turn of the Decades birthdays before her passing. And at that stage, she wasn't well, but she didn't let on that she was just as ill as she felt. I feel too, there are, she's given me the number 7 around her. So 7 was significant family-wise, or date. There's something significant about 7. And I feel too with that, we look at 7 in mystic levels, and it is about having the insight to work with psychic and mediumship abilities. So with that, I'll leave you with her love, and it's to be aware of that presence when she draws close to you. Thank you for working with me. Thank you. Okay. You have Derek at 9 o'clock. So if you're free, join Derek. It will be a lovely evening with him. Thank you all for working with me.